Have you ever had moments like these? You type out a heartfelt message in a WeChat chat, hesitate for ages, delete every single word, and end up sending nothing but a "okay" with an ingratiating emoji? Or in a meeting, even though you have a solid idea, you wait until everyone else has spoken before mustering up the courage to chip in softly. I might not be right, but... Or when someone compliments you, your first reaction isn't joy but guilt, thinking instinctively, I don't deserve this. They're just being polite. I'm not actually that good. If these scenarios hit close to home, if you feel like your life is one never-ending game of don't lose a single point, never mess up at work, never ruin a relationship, always maintain a perfect image, then today, I want to send you a big virtual hug, because you might be trapped in one of the most hidden, energy-draining forms of suffering in modern life. You're living a perfectly correct life, yet drifting further and further away from your true self. You've become a high-functioning victim. What does that mean? On the surface, you're thriving in society, maybe even excelling. But deep down, you're constantly compromising, swallowing your feelings, and enduring it all in silence. Many of us grew up conditioned by the good student mentality. Its core rule is simple. If you're obedient, hardworking, and meet the standards, you'll earn love, security, and approval. So we learn to tie our self-worth entirely to others' evaluation systems. Report cards define our value. KPIs define our value. Other people's facial expressions and tones of voice become the compass for our self-worth. We developed a sophisticated radar system, constantly scanning the needs of the outside world, then reflexively adjusting ourselves to satisfy them. Sounds efficient, doesn't it? But the cost is staggering. We've handed over the right to define our own lives and the right to feel our own emotions. Instead of asking, what do I like? How do I feel? We keep asking, what should I do? What will others think? That exhausted feeling, like you're always studying for an exam, but can never find the version of yourself that exists outside the classroom. That's your heart crying out for help. Today, I want to tell you a truth that might sound harsh, but is infinitely important. That nice person persona you're struggling to maintain, that Jack of all trades who never lets anyone down, it might be systematically eroding your ability to feel happy. This isn't your fault. It was a clever survival strategy. But it's expired now that we're adults. As kids, being well, behaved, and getting good grades really did bring us resources and security. But when we grow up, the rules of the world change. The adult world rewards authenticity, not perfection. It values people with flaws and feelings, not those who are flawless. If you cling to the good student mentality in adulthood, you'll fall into 3 hidden traps. Trap number 1. You make not being disliked your life's ultimate goal. Your energy isn't spent on creating. It's spent on preventing conflicts, preventing negative feedback, preventing any possible risk. This traps you in a state of constant, low-level anxiety. It's like walking on a frozen lake. Every step is cautious. You can never run, and you'll never enjoy the simple act of walking. Trap number 2. You develop emotional people-pleasing. You dare not express anger because nice people don't get mad. You dare not show vulnerability because strong people don't cry. You don't even dare to be too happy, fearing that extreme joy will bring sorrow or that you'll make others jealous. You shut out your negative emotions, and in doing so, you numb your ability to feel joy too. You become a city with a shiny facade, but clogged, stagnant emotions beneath the surface. Trap number 3. The deepest trap, you develop existential guilt. You feel like your needs, your desires, even the space you occupy in this world are an imposition on others. Saying no fills you with guilt. Accepting help makes you feel like you owe a debt. Even when you achieve success, you worry about hurting others' feelings. It's as if you have to keep apologizing for the simple fact that you exist. At this point, you might be thinking, so what do I do? Am I supposed to become a selfish person who doesn't care about anyone else? Number, absolutely not. True maturity isn't about swinging from pleasing everyone to offending everyone. It's about making a fundamental shift from seeking approval to building self-identity. Your worth shouldn't be like a vending machine that only works when others put coins in. It should be like a tree, rooted firmly in its own soil, worthy of sunlight and rain simply because it exists. Ditching the good student mentality isn't about staging a dramatic rebellion. It's about a gentle escape. You need to start with small, safe acts of crossing the line. To reteach your body and mind, you are safe. You are allowed to be yourself. I've prepared 3 simple exercises you can start today. They aren't rigid rules. They're doorbells that will lead you to inner peace. Exercise 1. Learn to say no warmly, instead of saying yes resentfully. Next time you're about to blurt out okay, without thinking, hit the mental pause button. You can say, I need to check my schedule first. I'll get back to you later. Or this might be a bit challenging for me. I'm afraid I can't meet your expectations for Standard A, but I'd be happy to try Standard B. Or simply, I'm sorry I can't make it this time, but thank you so much for inviting me. Remember, you're not rejecting the person. You're rejecting the thing that goes against your values, the thing that will drain you dry. You're protecting your ability to give genuinely and sustainably in the future. True kindness has boundaries. A person who's always running on empty will only end up giving away resentment, not goodwill. Exercise 2. Practice. Topic: separation, the ultimate tool for mental freedom. This is a core concept from psychologist Alfred Adler, and it's like a scalpel for cutting through mental bondage. Its essence is simple. Learn to distinguish between your business and my business. Other people's emotions, opinions, and choices, those are their business. My emotions, feelings, and actions, those are my business. When a coworker gives you the cold shoulder because you refuse to work overtime, their disappointment is their business. You don't have to take responsibility for it with guilt or overcompensation. Your old pattern. You can apologize for any inconvenience, but you don't have to carry their bad mood. When your parents stress out over your relationship choices, their anxiety is their business. You don't have to calm it by changing your life decisions, your business. You can listen respectfully, but the final choice is yours. Practice drawing this line in your mind. You don't have to be responsible for others' emotional well-being, just as others aren't responsible for yours. This line isn't a wall of indifference. It's a boundary that lets you truly see each other while respecting yourself. Exercise 3. Actively create moments of useless joy. The good student mindset makes us do everything with a purpose, to be productive, to make progress. Now, intentionally do something useless, purely for the sake of joy. Take a walk with no destination, no step count goal, no route plan. Doodle aimlessly, without trying to create a masterpiece. Listen to an old song and just zone out. Do something you loved as a kid, something that was dismissed as a waste of time. These moments send a powerful message to your soul. My existence doesn't need to be justified by achievements. My happiness is reason enough. In these moments, you reconnect with the version of yourself that was whole and complete, before the world's rules tried to mold you into something else. We run ourselves ragged, thinking that strength means being always poised, always correct, always unbreakable. But we forget steel and iron belong to robots. The human heart needs room to breathe, room to bend. True strength comes from the courage to be imperfect, from embracing your own vulnerability. When you allow yourself to mess up occasionally, you break free from the trap of perfection. When you dare to let others down, you reclaim your time and energy. When you stop desperately proving to the world that I'm fine, you can finally start feeling. I'm alive, I'm feeling, and that's more than enough. The diploma for graduating from the good student mentality isn't another certificate issued by society. It's the day you can say without hesitation, I don't understand this. I can't help with this. I'm sad right now. I need you. It's the day you finally hear the voice of your own heart and realize it's more important than all the applause in the world. Starting today, try to be a good parent to your inner child, not a harsh taskmaster, but a guardian who offers unconditional love, who allows mistakes, who encourages exploration. You deserve this gentleness. You deserve this true, genuine inner peace that comes from within. Remember, your life isn't meant to be a fancy resume. It's meant to be a journey of experiencing every beat, every echo of your one of a kind heart. Which of the 3 traps of the good student mentality do you relate to the most? The obsession with not being disliked, emotional people pleasing, or existential guilt? Or share a moment when you realized you were living your life way too cautiously? Feel free to share your story in the comments, or just send an emoji that captures how you're feeling right now. Often, speaking your truth is the first step to healing. Being seen means you're no longer alone. If today's content gave you even a little bit of gentle strength, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. I'm Wasteland Monologue. Wish you a good night's sleep. Good night.